Cease then to fear God as a king or to serve him as a master. Instead, learn to revere him as the Creator, love him as a merciful defender, honor him as the father of your young spirit, and ultimately worship him as the loving and all-wise Father. From your wrong concepts of the Father come your false ideas of humility and much of your hypocrisy. People may be worms in the dust by nature, but when they become indwelt by my Father's Spirit, they become divine in their destiny. The Spirit of my Father in a person will return to its divine source and universe origin, and the human soul of the person that has now become the reborn child of that indwelling Spirit will ascend with it to the presence of the Eternal Father. There is a divine dignity associated with those faith candidates who have received the Father's gifts in the eternal ascent to heaven, and humility indeed becomes these people. But meaningless practices to show false humility are not appropriate ways to appreciate the source of your salvation or the destiny of your souls. Humility before God is appropriate in the depths of your heart, and humbleness before people is commendable. But outward acts done solely for the attention of others are childish, hypocritical, and unworthy of the enlightened sons of God. It is good to be humble before God and self-controlled with people. But let your conduct be of spiritual origin, and do not deceive yourselves with outward displays of self-righteous superiority. The prophet advised well when he said, "Walk humbly with God. For while the Father in heaven is the infinite and the eternal, he also dwells in him with a humble spirit and a repentant mind. My Father abhors evil, despises pride, and loathes hypocrisy." It has been to emphasize the value of sincerity and perfect trust in the loving support and faithful guidance of the Heavenly Father that I have so often used the example of a little child's unconditional love, trust, and acceptance of their human father to show you those attitudes essential for your entrance into the kingdom of heaven. The prophet Jeremiah was correct about many people when he said, "You are near God in the mouth, but far from him in your heart." And you have read that dreadful warning of the prophet who said, "The priests there teach for hire, and the prophets there divine for money. But at the same time they claim to be righteous and say that the Lord is with them." You have been well warned against those who speak peace to their neighbors while mischief is in their hearts, and those who flatter with the lips while the heart is double-dealing. Of all of the sorrows of a trusting person, none are so terrible as to be wounded in the house of a trusted friend.